everyone and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I have a very bright and colourful 12 by 12 Project Life layout to share with you, and the photos I'm going to be using of this one are of my husband and I with our nephew Hayden, and we had a play date together and it was so much fun and lots of photos that I definitely want to remember, so I'm going to share my process with you. As usual for most of my process videos, I'm using my Fiskars trimmer to trim down my photos, and the Project Life page protector that I'm using for this one has 4 vertical 4x6 pockets on the outside and 4 3x4 pockets on the inside. So I'm actually trimming my photos down as close to those sizes as I can get, and then just roughly placing the remaining photos on the outside. And once I've done that, I'm going to get to work and start on my title card. For my title card, I decided rather than using pattern paper, I would actually break out my Project Life card stash, and I'm so happy I did. I have so many beautiful Project Life cards, majority of which are from Studio Calico that I just don't use. I chose a few quite simple ones. There's a few blue ones and grey and grid pattern paper, and you'll see in just a moment the one that I actually do decide to use is a blue with a squiggly border. It's actually this one, and I absolutely love it, and I think it looks so perfect when I've actually put the title on. So I'm now, as you can see, going through my small alphas box and choosing lots of these Studio Calico alphas in all the bright colours, and I'm actually going to layer those on my card and use those throughout the spread as well. So to get started on my title card, I'm using some washi tape, and I'm just going to use this to align for my title. I'm horrendous at getting things on a straight line. They tend to go wonky, ski whiff and off the page all sorts. So I decided as well I was going to use one colour for each line of my title. My title actually is going to read A Cheeky Chops Playdate. For some reason, ever since my nephew was born, I've called him Cheeky Chops, and I wanted it to reflect how it is now. I'm sure as he's older he'll be called Hayden and not Cheeky Chops when he's 18 and I'm embarrassing him, but for the meantime I'm going to call it A Cheeky Chops Playdate, and I'm going to enjoy our spending time together and documenting those in my Project Life. So for this whole layout I decided to use the Crepe Paper Cool Kid collection, which you're going to see in just a moment. Before I move on to embellishing this card though, I knew I wanted to add some Heidi Swap colour shine, and I decided to use a few of the different colours that I'm going to be using throughout the page. So first of all, I'm using the yellow colour Butter, and I'm using this quite liberally. I wanted quite a lot of splatters over this card, and then I'm taking Patina, which is a beautiful green colour, and I'm going to add those over the top. I do off camera end up mopping up some of the ink, as it would have taken forever to dry otherwise, but with the magic of editing I'm able to move on to embellishing. Something I love in the Crepe Paper Cool Kid collection is how many stars there are, so I'm using a cluster of those at the top of that card to bring your eye upwards, and I really love them, and I do use stars throughout the rest of this layout. I'm now moving on to matting my 3x4 photos that's in the centre. So I'm using just a mismatch of scraps and a few different papers from the Crepe Paper Cool Kid collection, the Dear Lizzie Lovely Day collection, and Chamel's Little by Little. I'm taking a little bit of each and sort of mixing and matching as I go. I decided to challenge myself for this layout to use some random embellishments for my stash. So I collected some in a bowl. So I've got some ephemera, some die cut banners, some rubber embellishments and some homemade labels, and I'm actually using one of the banner stickers here. I've chopped it in half and I'm just documenting Hayden's nap, as he was napping on the sofa but looked so cute and so comfortable, and his hair had gone all poofy, and I just had to document that. I actually sent this photo to my sister as well at work, and I just love it. So while I've been talking, I've actually gone into my embellishment pouch and I've used a Studio Calico puffy sticker in yellow that says this, and then I'm using my Chamel Little by Little enamel shapes, and I've used one of the gold polka dots in there and then a blue enamel dot as well. That pocket is now finished, so I've slid that photo in and I'm moving on to the next one. So the one that I'm going to be documenting next is the one that's at the top in the middle, and this is a photo of my husband and Hayden on the sofa. He was sat in his big boy chair. It's his first big boy little mini armchair, and he was pleased as punch that he could sit there like a big boy, so it definitely needed documenting. first of all I'm going to take this blue and silver sticker that says cutest, and I couldn't work out where to put it, but I settle on the right hand corner and I'm going to build a little cluster there. I'm going to take another one of the tiny word stickers in silver and it says big kid, and then I'm taking the little tab that says happy and I'm going to trim off the excess and then staple it in, as that's on the side and I wanted it to stay in. And then going back to the Chamel little by little enamel shapes, and I'm using the 3 turquoise arrows sort of pointing in towards him. And then I believe I'm going to call that one done as well and stick that back in the pocket. I'm then going to place my title card in the pocket as well, as it was falling all over the place, so I can move on to the next card. So this next photo that I'm documenting is Hayden having breakfast, and the photo unfortunately is quite dark, so I decided to use this really lovely blue chevron paper to brighten things up a little bit. So I'm going to use that as my 4x6. I'm then going to go to the Lovely Day paper pad and choose this sprinkle looking paper, and I'm going to use that just to map my photo on to give a little bit of contrast against the blue paper. I'm then going to stick the photo close to the bottom so I can put a little mini title and some embellishment on the top. So I'm going back to the Studio Calico alpha stickers, this time in orange, and I'm going to spell out yum yum on the top of the photo as it was breakfast time. I'm then going to start my embellishing, and I'm going to take a red puffy arrow pointing towards his breakfast and a few of the little gold stars. I'm then going to go to my dish of embellishments, and there's this little banner that says hello. It came in one of my Studio Calico packs. I didn't like the colours very much, so I decided to turn it around and use the white part as a journaling spot, and I'm just going to explain what it is that he had for breakfast, and then finish off the card with one more of the little tiny word stickers that says rocket powered. Then I'm moving on to the other 2 photos in the centre, and I'm actually going through my paper scraps. I knew I wanted to try and use the same papers if possible, so I'm just taking the arrow paper again, and then I'm trimming down this grey and black star paper also to 3x4, and I'm actually going to use that one first and work on this photo of my husband. He's also eating breakfast and he had the same breakfast as Hayden, so I definitely wanted to show their matchy breakfast. I'm going back to the puffy sticker sheet and I'm going to take these letters that say eat, and I'm then I think going to take a few of the star stickers in multicolour, and then that one will be called done and go back into the pocket. Next up is this photo of Hayden, and this is one of those outtake photos that you find absolutely hilarious, so I had to add this one. Just as my husband was taking a picture, he started to yawn, so it looks like he has a roaring face, and it's so cute that I knew I definitely wanted this one. I'm just going back to those Studio Calico alphas in green this time. I'm spelling out yawn. I'm then going back to the Cool Kids sticker sheet, and I'm going to take a sticker that says raw, and I think I'm then going to go to my dish of embellishments, and I find these 2 sort of Aztec patterned embellishments, one in green and one in blue, and they're from a We Are Memory Keepers ephemera pack. I stick one on each side of that photo and that one's done as well. Next I'm going on to this adorable photo. This is of my husband and Hayden. They were sat watching TV but sat the exact same way, and it was too cute. So I'm now going to look through my papers to find another light blue paper that I could use for the 4x6 card. I really love the way it looks having the blue all on the outside. So I'm just going to stick my photo to that using double-sided sticky tape, and I wanted to kind of create a Polaroid effect where I would have some room at the bottom of the photo. So I'm now going back to those Studio Calico alphas in red, and I'm spelling out TV, and then I'm going to the puffy stickers and I'm going to spell out time so it reads TV time. Once I've stuck all of those down, I'm going to take a black biro pen and outline the TV. It wasn't really standing out enough for me, and I wanted it to blend a little bit better with those times so it didn't look so intense. Once I've done that, I'm going back to the sticker sheet and I'm going to take some of the stickers and make a little cluster on the top right hand corner of this photo. I first find this word sticker that says love this, and then I use this stripy washy effect sticker, and I'm just going to place that on first and then trim off the huge excess. Then I'm going to stick on the love this, and then I find another one of the tiny word stickers that says buddies, and they are the bestest of buddies, so it was fitting and cute. I'm then going to go and choose some of the star stickers as well to scatter those around this card, and I do add some off camera as well, as I always think it could be needing more stars. I'm then taking a biro pen and I'm going around and documenting all of the different TV shows and movies that we watched together that day. And just before this card is finished, I'm going to add one final sticker to that bottom corner. It says number 1, and I'm just going to trim off the excess, and then that card's going to go into the pocket and be done. Now it's time for the last photo of the layout, which I actually lost in amongst my paper scraps, so it took me a minute to find it. Once I found it, I've just used my trimmer to trim it down a little bit, and then I've gone back through my scraps and pulled out these 2 blue offcuts, which are the scraps from the other 4x6 cards. I'm going to use my double-sided sticky tape to stick them together, and then I will have another card that fits perfectly with this layout. Again, using some more double-sided sticky tape, I'm going to just stick my photo down. I couldn't work out at first where I wanted to put it, but I decided to put it in the bottom corner and leave a little gap at the top for some embellishments. I'm going back to these Studio Calico Alpha stickers in yellow, and I'm just spelling out the word snugs. We were all snuggled up on the sofa watching the Thomas the Tank movie, so I thought it was really cute and really apt, and I'm going to come back to that in just a moment. I'm going to go through my little embellishment pouch and pull out some enamel heart stickers and these emoji stickers. I choose the emoji sticker that's got the heart eyes, but it's a very weird shade of blue-green and it kind of does blend in. So I decided to use a red enamel heart next to it and some of my Chanel Little by Little gold polka dots or enamel dots, and then I'm going to take my black biro pen and I'm just going to add a little bit of journaling, and then that card is going to be done. That is going to be the complete layout finished. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm a little bit rusty with Project Life, but I do hope to be back doing some more Project Life videos. If you'd like that, then please do leave me a comment in the comment section below, and also any questions or suggestions that you have. If you are new to my channel and you would like to see more videos from me, then please do subscribe, and I will see you very soon with a new video.